One of the nice things about Fit LayoutChamp is that it allows you to set a lot of your preferences that we weren't allowed to set with Classic LayoutChamp. So for instance, you can set your step interval, and I'm going to explain what that is momentarily, but you can set your step interval to a value that's useful to you and save it as one of your preferences, and it will remember that from time to time to time to time to time. So what is a step interval? If you draw something, a figure for instance, and you click this little up arrow next to the W to make it wider, it is getting bigger by a certain interval. It's actually, I don't know if you're watching, it's actually getting bigger by 1 pica every time I click. Now it's getting narrower by 1 pica. I could do the same with the X and Y position. Now it's moving over, it's now at 2.6, 3.6, 4.6, so it's moving over by 1 pica. So that is the step interval, the offset you get when you click these little buttons next to X and Y. 1 pica is not very useful for us because our gutter interval is 9 points for all of our products. So what you really want is to change that step increment. So what you do is, while you've got something selected with green handles, these should be active, and you can right click, change the step value, change it to 9 lowercase p, do the same for the width, 9 lowercase p, and then come under Window to My Window Setup and save. It will now remember that your preference is, instead of changing values by 1 pica, to change it by 9 points. So let's quickly show you why that's useful. If I'm trying to put 2 articles next to each other, I need a gutter between them. So typically when you're looking at a situation like this, you want to take the extra space out of the wider of the 2 elements. So I'm going to select this 2-column article. I'm going to click once on the down arrow to make it 9 points narrower, and I'm going to click once on the up arrow of the X to shift it over by 9 points. And now I've got proper spacing in between. It's a super quick way to resize elements to allow for that gutter between articles. And then if you want to add a line, you use the Insert palette, which is nestled with all the other text tools over here. So find the Insert tab, it'll be near the bottom, and here are all your familiar rules for adding things.